everyone, RogueGold here, and today we have some Division universe spanning stuff to talk about. As you can see on screen, we have the Ubisoft third quarter financial report to talk about for the fiscal year of 2022, which extends until March of this year. Now, if you've been around for a little while, you will know that I will periodically cover these reports if they, pretty much exclusively, if they reveal or tell us something about the upcoming plans for the Division franchise, and that is what we have in this report. We've got some mentions about the Division 2's Year 5, the Division Heartland, and a confirmed release window for the Division Resurgence. So without further ado, let's just get right into what we learned in this breakdown. Alright, so coming down here, they say 2023 and 2023 to 24 targets confirmed, and in the lineup it says new releases across big brands with Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, Rainbow Six, Mobile, the Division Resurgence, and another large game as well as long-lasting live games, notably Skull and Bones, and the Crew Motorfest. So as you can see right there, they say that the Division Resurgence is indeed going to launch within the fiscal 2023 window, which goes from April of this year to March of next year. And we'll talk about that a bit more in a second. Notably, they do not mention the Division Heartland here, and also we will cover that in just a moment because they speak about it later on. So then if we jump down just a bit more, they say in this that their chief financial officer said, fueling our expectations for strong revenue growth, next fiscal year will see the release of a meaningful lineup, including new titles within the Assassin's Creed, Avatar, Rainbow Six, and the Division universes. We know that now means Resurgence. Could it also mean Heartland? Let's find out. Because when we jump down here a bit more, they have a whole section dedicated to the Division franchise. So let's read what it says. This is under Game Pipeline Highlights. I will also leave a link for this investors thing down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But they say here, the Tom Clancy's The Division franchise is getting ready for a big year. With its 4th anniversary on the horizon, The Division 2 will keep improving the player experience and receive new updates, including a full year of new, fresh seasonal content to keep new and veteran players engaged. So, right off the bat, I've seen a small but impassioned group of people saying that they're convinced that Season 11 is going to be the last update for The Division 2 and that Year 5 will be cancelled. As of today, which is February 16th when they held this meeting, Year 5 is in the books and it's on the way. They then say next fiscal year we will also be launching Tom Clancy's The Division Resurgence, the first high-end AAA mobile looter-shooter experience for Android and iOS devices. So there you have it. We have confirmation that The Division Resurgence is indeed going to launch within this next fiscal year. I mean, I think the majority of us expected that. I certainly did, but it's nice to get that actual confirmation, something that I think a lot of us would desperately hope to have for the next title we're going to talk about, which is, of course, Heartland. They say at the end here, as we look to bring The Division to a larger global audience, we are also working on Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, a PvEVP-focused free-to-play action survival shooter for console and PC. So I think the question that's going to be on a lot of people's minds is it significant that they mention that The Division Resurgence is launching within the fiscal year of 2023, and they don't mention that for The Division Heartland? I think yes and no. As has been the case with Heartland for a long time now, and we've talked about it many a time before on the channel, the situation with Heartland seems to be ever evolving, and they seem to constantly be evaluating the state of where the game is at and if they really feel it's ready for a release. And so I think the lack of a commitment to a release window here that they're giving in this financial report just points to the fact that they're still evaluating where the game is at and if they want to release it in the current state that it's in. Do I think that means that it's now condemned to a 2024 release date? Not at all. I think there's still a very good chance that this game will come out in 2023. Additionally, another option is that the reason they're not citing anything within this report is that they plan to do some sort of a shadow drop with the game. We've seen that with the likes of Apex Legends in the past. That led to huge success. It's been talked about a lot before that they could do that with Heartland, and it could lead to a very beneficial outcome as far as marketing the game. Additionally, this could just mean that the game is further out than we all were hoping. Obviously, we are all desperate to get our hands on it. It's got its ESRB and PEGI ratings, which we all kind of analyzed to mean that it's coming in the somewhat near future. But as I've said before, it's very clear that if Red Storm doesn't feel the game is ready to release, they're not going to release it. There's a million different options for what the wording in this report could mean as far as Heartland is concerned, but at the very least, if you're looking for one thing to be grateful for, it's that among Ubisoft's myriad of issues right now and the number of games that they've canceled, The Division Heartland is still one that they regularly reference and mention, and I think that just highlights the fact that they view it as a game with big potential and a title that they don't want to screw up. So whether it comes out tomorrow, whether it comes out further down the line, I'm still as excited as ever for when The Division Heartland finally does release. That's going to do it, folks. That is all the Division references and mentions we have in this Q3 financial report for Ubisoft, giving us a bit of a look at what we can expect for The Division in 2023 and where things are headed. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can be updated every time I upload. Let me know your thoughts on this financial report, everybody. What do you think about the confirmation of Year 5 for The Division 2? What do you think about the confirmation of a release window for The Division Resurgence? And how do you interpret their wording about The Division Heartland not confirming it for a 2023 release date? As I said, basically an infinite number of possibilities there. I would not interpret that to mean the very worst, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll be surprised. That's going to do it for me today, though, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until the next one, guys, RogueGold. Out.